Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Bernier, the DRF Bets Race of the Day for Sunday, May the 6th. We're going to go down to Lone Star Park for the Grade 3 Steve Sexton Mile, and you can play the race with a new DRF Bets account. It's easy. Go to drf.com/join, type in the promo code TV150, and you'll immediately receive a $150 sign-up bonus. Let's take a look at this field of milers at Lone Star, race number 9. You can access free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Download them and handicap along with us. We'll take the field in post-position order. Matt, the number 1 feudal was claimed for $32,000, immediately became graded stakes placed, but is yet to win for this new barn. Was he compromised by a slow pace last time out at Sunland?
Yeah, a little bit. I think you can look at that final, really at the fourth call. So let's call it the mile call, right before they hit the top of the lane or mid-stretch in the lane. Color-coded blue as far as Timeform US is concerned. I don't know that he's quite that good, and I guess that's a concern because this is going to be a better field that he's going to face. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a little bit more of an honest pace this time around, and he can come and maybe get a little bit of a piece, but I don't view him as a true win contender.
I think the mile and an eighth last time might have been a little bit too far for him. I like him turning back to the mile. The 6-2 back might have been a little bit short for him. Then he caught a muddy track in Hawakam. Tough outside post on a day where the rail seemed good. So there are ways to say that he's a little bit dirtied up. I'm just not sure whether he's good enough to beat some of the big boys in this race. And one of those big boys is the number 2, Shotgun Cowboy. And Shotgun Cowboy went fast, according to Timeform US last time out. Had every reason to give it up. And he still won very easy over a horse that came back to win a graded stakes race.
Yeah, visually really impressive considering he did all the dirty work and still actually extended down the lane. I thought it was a very, very strong effort. The concern is, to me anyway, he's done most of his damage at Oaklawn Park. Now you go to a different racetrack. We'll see if he can transition over to Lone Star, but he's 0 for 4 at this track in the past. Maybe a minor award at best for me.
He was 4th in this race last year, but last year's race might have been a little bit tougher. It had the inform, more spirit, iron fist, the hard-hitting Texas-bred Texas Chrome. Shotgun Cowboy, it'll be interesting to see where he is from a trip standpoint. We'll throw up the Timeform US pace projector because he was forward last time out, and this time out he's expected to sit second. He has sat in the past and finished. Do you think that Timeform US pace projector is correct?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine he's going to be more forward. I kind of wonder, though, if you really believe that B Jersey, I know he went fast, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. I think with the outside draw, I think B Jersey is the one that sits off of the 2. I think the 2 is going to go and be the one that actually cuts out the fractions.
A fast pace would help the number 3 Franco, who tried turf to no avail last time out, and 2 starts back in the Maxim Gold Cup was no match for Blue Ridge Traveler, an okay Kenny McPeak horse that came back to run 3rd in the Essex Stakes with a 94 Beyer speed figure. Franco's numbers are just a little bit light. He's been visually impressive at Mahoning Valley against much weaker.
Yeah, I just think he's overmatched in a spot like this. Maybe you take him back, try to make one run, but I don't think he's good enough.
Oso Regal's last 2 races have resulted in gate-to-wire blowout wins. Perhaps he has found the right running style. I'm a little bit surprised he's not closer on this Timeform US pace projector, but he did ride just an uncontested slow pace last time out when beating Feudal at Sunland.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get such an easy situation in here. If he is forwardly placed, he's going to have to deal with some other quality speed this time around.
By far the most accomplished horse in the race is the number 5 Gervin, who you liked in last year's Grade 1 Haskell. He paid $20 that day. He then came back in the Travers, didn't run very well. The Oklahoma Derby, not really the greatest situation for him, and he's now gone to the sidelines. You were going to catch Gervin off of the layoff, but on his best day, he's the horse to beat, isn't he? Especially if the pace is fast.
Yeah, if you think that he can run back to the Ohio Derby or the Haskell, he's strictly the horse to beat. The question is, why did he go off form as badly as he did? And he's been gone for a long time. Who knows what you're going to get? He's fired off the bench in the past, so I think that's a little bit of allays some of those fears. But at the same time, if he's too short a price, I'd think long and hard before taking him.
But he's been in against much better horses like Practical Joke and West Coast and Gunnevera and Battle of Midway, and a horse that would fit very well with these horses, Untrapped, who came out of the Oklahoma Derby to run 2nd in the Essex and 3rd in the Oaklawn Handicap. B Jersey, the number 6, has just been sensational for Steve Asmussen. He's won 3 out of his last 4 races. I couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the Timeform US pace ratings for his most recent start, because this horse went right to the lead. Those pace ratings were electric, and he just drew off to win by 8 while the other pace horses were floundering.
Yeah, it was a giant effort. I think in many ways very similar to what you saw from Shotgun Cowboy in that race down at Oaklawn. Did all the dirty work, went really fast, put away all the other speeds, and then some of the other horses coming from off the pace were the ones to round out the exotics. Look, I've liked this horse for a long time. I picked him last year in the UAE Derby, and he didn't have it all together at that point. He's come over here after a little bit of a layoff, and he's done very, very well for Asmussen. This is going to be the test. Does he actually fit against better horses? And if that's the case, then all of a sudden you've got options going forward.
I know you like him maybe sitting second off of Shotgun Cowboy. I would go. He has proven on the lead. I wouldn't want to fool around, especially with a tough older horse like Shotgun Cowboy. I'd try to make the lead and make that time form U.S. pace prediction correct. South Beach goes out for Asmussen. B Jersey will be forward. South Beach will be probably in stalking range near the back of the pack. This horse sold for $1.8 million. I guess a little bit of a disappointment last time out at Oaklawn, losing at 3-5, but this is going to be the first time in his career that he's going to be a playable price.
Yeah, nice little horse. I really have nothing to knock about him so far in 3 lifetime starts. I just question if he's actually this good.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the DRF Bet Sunday race of the day. We were both impressed with B Jersey's most recent win at Keeneland, and we both think that he'll either be in control of this race or very, very prominent when they swing into the stretch. And you never know. He's the morning line favorite, but Gervin's got a reputation. Maybe Gervin goes off the chalk at post time.
Yeah, they're going to be very close. I'd imagine they're both in that 7-5 range, and then everyone else floats up from there. It'll be interesting to see how it does play out as far as the break is concerned in the pace, because I could easily see them trying to clear. I could also see them saying, we are better than Shotgun Cowboy. Let's just press him throughout and try to take over.
Give me numbers.
6-5-1-4.
I'm going to go 6-4-2-8 in the Grade 3 Steve Sexton Mile, race number 9 at Lone Star. Again, if you're playing the Lone Star Sunday card from home, no better place than with DRF Bets. A $150 bonus is yours when you sign up for a new account at drf.com/join and use the promo code TV150. Approximate post time for the Grade 3 Steve Sexton Mile, 7:06 Central. Best of luck.